The tension in Earth's command center was thick, like a dark storm cloud that threatened to burst at any moment. The room was filled with the sounds of rapid typing and soft murmurs of urgency. Hundreds of massive alien ships, each one far bigger than any warship humanity had ever built, were entering Earth's orbit. Earth's top military leaders stared at the screens in disbelief. The Galactic Empire, a technologically superior force known for conquering entire star systems, was here. And they weren't just visiting. They were here with a message. Earth had been chosen to surrender. The alien ships moved with precision, almost like a fleet of dark predators circling their prey. The Empire's demand was simple but terrifying. They wanted to negotiate the terms of Earth's surrender. Their fleet was unmatched, brimming with advanced weaponry and AI-controlled warships. But it wasn't just about conquering a planet. The Empire had come to enslave humanity, to strip the Earth of its resources, and to bring its people under their control. At the heart of Earth's military command, a group of generals huddled around a long table, each of them staring at the images of the alien ships on their screens. Some faces were filled with confusion, others with growing concern. Why had these aliens chosen Earth of all places? The human race had never been a threat to anyone beyond their own world. So why now? Why were they suddenly interested in enslaving humanity? Was this a sign of arrogance or sheer ignorance? One general, General Harker, leaned forward, clenching his jaw in thought. "They're underestimating us," he said, his voice low but filled with conviction. "They think we're weak, that we'll fall into line like every other race they've conquered. But they have no idea what they're dealing with." Across the room, the tension was palpable. The alien fleet had reached the edge of Earth's atmosphere. Humanity had no way of knowing what their true strength was. How could they? Their weapons were nothing compared to the might of the Empire, or so they thought. The camera zoomed in on the central command table as Colonel Rios stood up, looking at the large holographic display. The alien ships were now entering Earth's orbit at an alarming speed. No one had seen anything like this before. They were prepared for a potential threat, of course, but nothing could have prepared them for the sheer scale of this alien armada. "General," Colonel Rios called out, "what's our plan? We have no time to waste. The Empire is already here." His voice was laced with urgency, but it didn't betray the fear most would have felt. Instead, he stood tall, a calm beacon of leadership. He knew they had to act quickly. The fate of Earth was now in their hands. General Harker gave him a sharp look before responding. "We're not negotiating with them. We're not going to beg for mercy. Humanity doesn't bargain. We fight or we perish." His words struck the room like a hammer. He didn't hesitate even for a moment, because deep down he knew one thing for sure. The fate of Earth was about to change. And the Galactic Empire had made a fatal mistake. They didn't understand the true nature of humans. They didn't know what humanity was capable of when pushed to the brink. As the first alien ships began to descend, Earth's defense systems came to life. Lights flickered in the command center as soldiers and engineers worked tirelessly to activate the cloaking devices across military bases worldwide. Each military base now concealed under the veil of invisibility, with only the hum of advanced technology signaling their readiness. Humanity had been preparing for this moment for years. They had kept their most powerful technologies hidden from the world, but now the time had come to unleash them. The camera zoomed in on the faces of the generals as their fingers hovered over buttons, ready to give the signal. Every single one of them was prepared for the worst. Sweat dotted their brows, but their eyes were filled with determination. They knew this moment would define Earth's future. The world held its breath. The battle was coming, and there was no turning back. Outside, the sky darkened as the alien ships filled the heavens, casting a shadow over the Earth. But what the Galactic Empire didn't know, what they couldn't have known, was that humanity's secret weapon was already in motion, waiting to strike. It wasn't just cloaking devices or lasers that the humans had hidden away. No, they had something far more terrifying, something the Empire had never even imagined. As the first wave of alien forces began to make their descent, Earth's defenses activated across the globe, and deep beneath the surface of Earth's military strongholds, humanity's true power was ready to make itself known. The galaxy was about to witness something no one, not even the Galactic Empire, could have predicted. Humans don't bargain. We wipe out, and Earth was ready to make that discovery. The Galactic Empire, confident in their dominance, believed Earth was nothing more than a primitive planet waiting to be conquered. They assumed their advanced technology would make quick work of any resistance. With a fleet of AI-controlled warships, energy shields, and weapons capable of wiping out entire cities, the Empire felt there was no challenge they couldn't overcome. They were ready to negotiate the terms of Earth's surrender. To begin, they sent a diplomatic envoy to the United Nations, expecting humanity to bow down and beg for mercy. But Earth had a different message waiting for them. The United Nations received the envoy with a simple, chilling response: "We don't bargain, we wipe out." This message wasn't a diplomatic gesture, it was a declaration of war. The Empire was stunned. Surely they must have misunderstood. Who were these humans to refuse them? To challenge them in such a bold way? They laughed it off, dismissing the message as some sort of joke. After all, their fleet was far superior. Nothing could stand in their way. Rising tension. The Empire's fleet hovered over Earth, secure in the belief that their advanced technology would guarantee victory. Their warships were unmatched in firepower, and their AI-controlled systems were flawless. The humans were nothing more than an insignificant species, too weak to defend themselves. They mocked the idea of Earth resisting, still convinced that humanity would eventually bow before their might. But the humans weren't finished yet. They had a secret, a powerful weapon hidden deep within the vaults of their military bases, a weapon so devastating that it would turn the tide of this conflict in an instant. Human countermeasure. The time had come. As the Empire's fleet loomed closer, Earth's military launched their secret weapon. Across the skies, a cloaked fleet of starships emerged from the shadows, invisible to the Empire's sensors. These ships were unlike anything the Empire had ever seen. Each one was equipped with EMP disruptors that could cripple entire fleets, and interdimensional teleporters that could strike anywhere, at any time. In an instant, Earth unleashed a pulse of energy, a devastating EMP strike that hit the Empire's ships without warning. The pulse disabled their weapons and shields, throwing their fleet into chaos. The Empire's once impenetrable warships were suddenly powerless. AI systems that had once operated flawlessly began to glitch and malfunction. Action begins, the Empire was in shock. They had completely underestimated humanity. Their fleet, once so powerful, was now paralyzed. Ships that were meant to strike fear into the hearts of Earth's people were now crippled and helpless. The humans, in their cloaked ships, launched surprise attacks from the shadows of space. Their strikes were swift, precise, and devastating, catching the Empire off guard at every turn. The once confident Empire was now scrambling. Their greatest weapon, technology, had been turned against them. And the humans, with their secret weapon, were showing the Empire just how powerful they could be when pushed to the edge. The Galactic Empire, desperate to crush humanity once and for all, sends their largest and most powerful warship, the Doombringer, into Earth's orbit. This ship is a symbol of the Empire's unstoppable power. Armed with planet-destroying weapons and shielded by the most advanced technology in the galaxy, it's designed to wipe out any resistance. The Empire believes that with the Doombringer in position, Earth's defenses will be no match. They expect this to be the final blow. But what the Empire doesn't know is that the humans have already infiltrated their systems. The pulse that disabled the Empire's fleet wasn't just a lucky strike. It was part of a larger plan. Earth's forces had already hacked into the Empire's communications, and they now had control of critical systems aboard the Doombringer. The Empire's overconfidence had blinded them to the fact that their ships weren't as secure as they believed. The human resistance had already gotten inside. Human soldiers struggle. Meanwhile, a small but elite team of human soldiers, led by the determined and fearless Captain Bonner, boards the Doombringer with a single life-or-death mission to sabotage the ship's core and take down the Empire's most powerful weapon. They know that this mission is almost certainly a one-way trip, but they are prepared to die for the survival of Earth. For them, failure isn't an option. As Bonner and his team make their way through the ship, they encounter fierce resistance. The Doombringer is protected by some of the most advanced alien soldiers in the Empire. Well-trained, well-equipped, and merciless. But Captain Bonner's team fights with unmatched resolve. Armed with laser swords and clad in high-tech combat armor, they make their way through the ship's metallic dark hallways, fighting for their lives. The air is thick with tension, and the clang of weapons echoes through the ship. Close quarters combat becomes a brutal dance of life and death as humans battle their alien foes with every ounce of strength and determination. The fight is fierce and the odds are stacked against them. But Bonner's team is driven by one thing: the survival of Earth. They push forward, taking out alien soldiers and disabling ship systems one by one. With every step, they get closer to the core where the ship's power source lies. But the deeper they go, the harder the fight becomes. Visuals, the action is intense. Picture a dimly lit hallway on the Doombringer, the metallic walls shining under the glow of weapon fire. Aliens and robots move with deadly precision, while Bonner's team fights back with everything they have. Laser swords flash, cutting through the air as the humans engage in close combat, their high-tech armor deflecting blows from alien weapons. The sound of lasers, explosions, and grunts fills the space, creating an atmosphere of chaos and desperation. Above, outside the ship, the battle intensifies. Orbital bombardment lights up the sky as Earth's forces launch their attack from space, disabling the Empire's weapons and defenses. Bright flashes of energy illuminate the darkened sky, painting it with streaks of color as Earth's forces launch their final assault. Earth may have been underestimated, but now the Empire is feeling the full force of humanity's resolve. As Bonner's team fights their way through, each step forward brings them closer to their goal, taking down the Doombringer and delivering a crippling blow to the Empire. But will they make it in time? Will the humans succeed in this desperate mission? The Empire's darkest hour is just beginning, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. With the Empire's fleet crippled and their advanced warships rendered useless, humanity's forces prepare for their final assault on the Doombringer, the Empire's most powerful weapon. The humans, however, have the element of surprise on their side. Using cloaking devices and AI-powered drones, they manage to evade the Empire's remaining defenses, slipping past their enemies unnoticed as they make their way toward the massive warship. The once overconfident Empire now finds itself on the defensive, with their own technology failing them at every turn. Captain Bonner and his team, having infiltrated the ship, push forward, each step bringing them closer to their goal, shutting down the Doombringer's weapons systems. As they reach the final corridors of the ship, the tension rises, knowing that the fate of Earth rests on their shoulders. The battle intensifies around them, with the Empire's remaining forces trying desperately to stop them. But the humans fight with unmatched determination, refusing to back down. Human sacrifice. As Bonner's team breaches the final level of the Doombringer, one of the soldiers, Sergeant Lila, makes a split-second decision that will change everything. Realizing that the only way to ensure the ship's weapon systems are completely disabled is to destroy the core manually, she sacrifices herself. Without hesitation, Lila runs toward the core, using her combat suit's self-destruct function to ensure the weapon systems are shut down, giving Bonner and the remaining soldiers a chance to take the ship down from the inside. Lila's heroic sacrifice is a devastating blow to the team. She was a trusted comrade, and losing her fills them with grief and anger. But her death is not in vain. It fuels the remaining soldiers' resolve to finish the mission in her honor. Bonner leads the team with renewed determination, knowing that they must complete this mission not just for Earth, but for Lila's memory. Turning the tide, with the core deactivated, the team launches their final attack. The Doombringer, once a symbol of the Empire's invincibility, is now vulnerable. Humanity's forces unleash everything they have left: advanced weapons, laser strikes, and explosives, focusing their efforts on the ship's critical systems. The attack is relentless. The ship begins to shake violently as explosions rip through its hull. The once mighty warship, once feared by the entire galaxy, is now on the brink of destruction. In a final, glorious moment, the Doombringer explodes in a massive shockwave that lights up the sky, sending debris scattering through space. The shockwave is so powerful that it disables the remaining alien ships, causing them to retreat in fear. The once dominant Empire's forces are broken, scattered, and fleeing for their lives. The battle is over. Humanity has claimed victory against the overwhelming might of the Galactic Empire. But the cost has been high, and the humans know they've only won because they fought as one, sacrificing everything to protect their home. The Empire's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for Earth. The galaxy will remember this day as the moment humanity showed the universe what they were truly capable of. The battle is over. After days of intense fighting, Earth's skies are finally clear, and the Galactic Empire's forces have been shattered. Humanity has triumphed against the most advanced alien empire in the galaxy. The once feared alien fleet, now nothing more than debris floating in space, is a testament to the strength, resilience, and determination of Earth's forces. It wasn't just a survival victory. It was a resounding statement to the entire galaxy. Humanity will not be subdued. Bonner's emotional farewell. Captain Bonner stands before Earth's leaders in a grand ceremony. Behind him, the rest of his team, though battered, share a solemn sense of pride. The loss of soldiers like Sergeant Lila weighs heavily on them, but they know their victory has secured a future for humanity. As Bonner steps up to speak, his voice resonates with the emotion of a leader who has witnessed unspeakable bravery and sacrifice. In his speech, Bonner reflects on the sacrifices made by his team and the soldiers who lost their lives during the battle. He honors the fallen heroes, ensuring their legacy lives on. His voice, steady and resolute, carries the weight of all those who fought. We don't bargain, we wipe out. And if anyone dares to challenge humanity again, they will face the same fate. Earth is no longer a prey to be hunted. We are the hunters. His words are broadcast to the retreating Empire fleet, carrying a chilling message. The enemy, still recovering from their defeat, hears Bonner's declaration loud and clear. The humans have shown that they are no longer to be underestimated. Earth, once a helpless target, is now a force to be reckoned with. Final scene, as Bonner finishes his speech, the scene shifts to Earth's citizens. Celebrations erupt worldwide. People gather in the streets, waving flags and cheering, celebrating not just their survival, but their victory. Humanity has proven their strength and unity. Earth has shown the galaxy that they will never again be at the mercy of others. The camera slowly pulls away, zooming out from the Earth. In the distance, the remnants of the shattered Empire fleet drift through space, defeated and broken. The once mighty ships that once filled the sky with terror now stand as symbols of humanity's strength and resolve. The galaxy, once full of uncertainty and fear, is now filled with hope. Hope for a future where humanity is no longer just a target, but a powerful force that will shape the stars. As the camera fades, Bonner's final words echo in the background, leaving a powerful message for all who may challenge Earth in the future. Humanity has proven that they are the true masters of their destiny.